You said that two groups had, I guess, complained about not collecting the lodging taxes. You said one of them was the state and the recipients of the lodging tax. Who would the recipients be? What groups would those be?
Well, complain is probably a wrong word. It was brought to our attention. I mean, some of the other park owners, just felt like there was an unfair advantage because they were having to charge the tax and we weren't charging it. We don't really, it's not our intention to compete with any of those on the farm center particularly. Certainly Chattahoochee is a recreational thing, so it's not really a long-term place, so it's not our intent to compete, but they did bring it to the attention. As far as the recipients, the state gets money. The state, I think, gets 4%. The Convention and Visitors Bureau gets a portion, and then the city of Dothan actually gets a portion of the one here in Dothan. We don't get, the county does not get any from the farm center because our lodging tax only applies outside of Dothan.
How many RVs parked at the Chattahoochee Park and the Omussee Park last year?
Mr. Poole, you know that answer?
Well, I don't know what the question is.
How many RV rental nights did we have last year at Omussee and Chattahoochee? I don't know the answer to that. Mr. Poole could find that out and I can get it to you.
And Farm Center, you wouldn't know that either?
Farm Center varies. Mickey's not here, so I wouldn't know that either. We see the revenue, but I don't know how that translates into nights. We don't, again, the Farm Center particularly, coming up, there's a Farley outage. They'll have some people that come into town that'll park there. When the medical center has construction folks, we sometimes will let them park out there. We do not go out to the general public and say, hey, come rent our RV spots.
And you mentioned the monthly rate for the farm center?
Yeah.
And what's the current rate?
$250, I think, is the current rate, and it's going to $275.
And primitive camping, tents?
Tents, yeah.
Those will also be taxed?
That is,
I think you mentioned from $6 to $7.
That is included in
So
the
a
law,
tent.
yeah.
So someone doing a tent and a little campfire is subject to a lodging tax.
Well, what we do down there are primitive camping sites. I mean, you're actually leasing a piece of land there, I guess is what it amounts to. So yeah, we have to. That's counted as lodging, also, as is motels or bed and breakfast, and obviously all the other RV parks around. But anyway, yes.
Any estimates on what kind of revenue this would bring over in the next year or so?
Revenue for just in general?
Based on the lodging tax.
Well, I mean, for the state and the city and county and everybody, I don't know what the breakdown will be. And again, without knowing how many rental days we used, I can't tell you how much it'll generate, but I can find that. I'll find out how many days we have.
Okay.
You said you guys weren't going to be making much money off of it.
No, we don't make any on the one at the farm center.
Yeah.
That's all that goes to the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the state, and the city of Dothan. And then the one down at Chattahoochee will go to the Convention and Visitors, and the chamber gets 20 cents or something, and then we get about 20 cents. So we're not talking about a lot of money.
But you guys get the rest of the fee, though.
Oh yeah, we get the rest of the fee. That's correct.